What is going on today, guys? We are back for another episode of Darkness Falls. So, today we are working on making M4 here with the Armor Shredder mod, and we are working on getting some hollow point ammo made up just so we can play around with it a little bit. I want to see kind of how it's going to work. Um, we're not going to make it uh, exactly the same as the other one, of course. With the Armor Shredder mod, we kind of had to remove another mod. So what we're missing is going to be the advanced mag extender. So that means this is only going to have a 30 round capacity, but that should be just fine. Oh wait, no, we should be able to put that in because I don't think we can. Oh wait, maybe we can. Maybe I'm wrong. Sometimes the mods kind of confuse me on here a little bit. Um, Sometimes certain ones can be a little bit finicky going together. But anyway, looks like it works out. So we're going to give this a little test out today. As far as like the stats compare, the only difference is the mag size. But we're going to see how the ammos compare. Just going to pop our sword out there. And overnight, I did a bit of mining. We were in need of some resources, so I went ahead and went mines like some iron and coal and lead. Didn't get to everything. Do need to get a bunch of nitrate because we're actually out of nitrate. Thought we were out of coal, but we were actually out of nitrate. So I mined coal, and I actually had some. Um, but that's not a big deal. We do need to do some titanium mining. Our titanium stock is completely empty. Uh, so yeah, we have to get to that. We also have a ton of skill points. I I am terrible with skill points on here. I really am. I never end up spending them. So we're gonna go ahead and spend some of them. We're gonna boost up our sword ability here. Uh, get a couple points in there. Once we level that up more, we'll be able to finish that out. Um, gonna boost up my rifle one because I do like to use the sniper rifle quite a bit. So damage with that is definitely gonna help. Reload time, fire rate, that's all gonna be great stuff. Um, oh yeah, we need to get the mastery for scavenger. We're just gonna buy it. I'm not gonna wait for it. We might as well just get it done with. So let's see what else we might want. We could go ahead and get like the rest of the medical stuff. Uh, Grant, if you get 5 out of 5, you'll notice that it gives you twice the effectiveness when healing, and you can also when you heal others, you get the same benefits. So you might notice you can go up to like a trader or trader guard and heal them when they're wounded. You'll get the same benefit back. Um, so it's actually kind of helpful. More so if you're playing multiplayer. But anyway, it still works out good for us. We're gonna get that. Let's see. What else do we even want? That's a tough one. Well, we could go ahead and get this, but it's not like we really need meat or anything from the animals. But I do tend to kill quite a bit of stuff, so looks pretty good so far. We got pretty much everything we're gonna need. We could actually start taking a little bit of pack mule here and there. That way, we only have a couple slots left that are not open. We still can get a little bit encumbered yet, but not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. So let's grab just a little bit of this ammo. We're going to go ahead and load her up. Just grab a bit like that, and we'll go ahead and make up a couple boxes of ammo here. Let's just move this stuff down here. There we go. Good enough for now. So today we're going to go ahead and head over to the McDonald's building, and we're just going to go ahead clear through that. It is the day of the horde, so we are going to have to deal with that here relatively soon. But McDonald's is just right over there, or McDowell's, whatever it's called on here. Oh, I missed. I hit my truck or what? I think I'm hitting my truck. There we go. A little bit of clipping issues sometimes like that. Um, Not a big deal though. There we go. So, you guys will notice before we take off here, our garden is doing fantastic. Everything is growing quite nice. A lot of stuff is already done. Um, And pretty much, I think everything is growing from seed. I don't think there's anything left that's actually seed. So that means everything is growing. A lot of it's already done. So it grew very fast. That leads me to believe that our problem was indeed not having enough water. So, alright, well that's our first armored target. It's not a soldier, so it's not fully armored. But we're going to check this out and see how it does against just a little baby armored target here. So, you'll notice he's got 140 HP. Gonna go for the head. And it cuts right through with hollow points. So, with the Armor Shredder mod, it definitely does the trick. Now, the hollow points will do a serious amount of damage to the soft targets like this. Whether they're feral or whatnot, it doesn't matter. They will absolutely destroy them. So I can't wait to test this out more specifically on Horde Night, when we're going to be dealing with some bigger nasties, I'll call them. And even more so once we get to killing demons with it. See how it works against like a demonic soldier, because they'll actually have enough health for us to see just how much damage it's doing in comparison to our normal AP rounds. So let's just go ahead and pull on in here. Let's shoot the pig just for fun, because we can. Okay, that's actually unlocked. I'm not sure how the zombies are able to sleep through that, but go ahead and just pluck them off there. Actually turn down the gamma a little bit. It's a little bit bright. I had it up for mining overnight, just so I could see the difference in a few things. Yeah, I kind of like it so far. Let's pop these out and put that on. That way we can do like that. I also went ahead and took the mods from my chainsaw and put them into here. We only have 4 mods in the chainsaw now. We will be making up other mods for it, but I wanted to save the resources for making the mods for the M4s. Another thing I will be doing is we will be turning them into grade 80 before Horde Night. So, yeah, you can definitely tell the resource difference, that's for sure, when harvesting with the sword now. Get a little bit extra. Go ahead and loot this. Come on. Give me it. I think there's somebody sleeping in the back of the truck. Alright, so what? It did 418 damage to a soft target. That's not too bad. Whoop. Get off me. So 418 to a soft target. That's not too shabby, if I do say so myself. We'll have to see if we can find another one like that to, of course, test out the AP ammo. But 418, I think I can live with that. That's, that is definitely acceptable for sure. Now, why are we looting a food place? I think it's just because more or less it's just convenient for this. It's not like we need food or anything, that's for sure. We're going to be set on food for like eternity now. But I just figured we'd come here and check it out and, just kind of try out this gun and see what's what. So, you're small. Well, the AP does not kill one at 380, so I think it's safe to say hollow points definitely do more damage, and they should even do more damage against the armored targets too when we get to them. But again, we'll have to check that out come Horde Night, when we can, or rather when we can get up against some demons. Yeah, again, pretty good damage against the soft targets, definitely more than the AP rounds. The only difference is the AP rounds will actually penetrate, over penetrate, so they will go through one and into the next. That's kind of the reason I've been using the AP rounds, is they over penetrate so you can hit the target behind them. It helps a lot for specifically when we were doing the military bunker farming videos. If you get a couple of the behemoths coming together at one time, you just shoot through one into the other one and basically work on killing both at the same time. So it was absolutely fantastic for that. Um, you know, a lot of times you will get opportunities to hit multiples together. So it's kind of nice to be able to do that when you need it. So again, that's just my reasoning behind why I enjoy using it. I think that's what I thought that was. Oh, did not know there was a fake floor there. Guess I should have known by that, shouldn't I have? I'm assuming this is as well. Yeah, are you fake? Yep. Okay. Alright, let's cut up some gore piles and keep going here. Like I said, for me, I've always just preferred the AP ammo. Again, it's just preference. You know, it's not the fact that it does more damage, but it's just the fact that it would over penetrate. That was the reason I enjoyed it so much. But with this able to shred armor and stuff like that, you know, it will definitely do some serious damage. So now it should not be able to over penetrate like the AP ammo, but it'll still do some serious damage against basically everything. So, oh, here we go. Alright, so it doesn't do a lot of damage, but the more you hit them, whoops, you behave. The more you hit them, the more damage it starts to do, because basically the point of the mod is to, it's basically to take their armor off or down. Be a better way to describe it, I guess. I'll actually show you what the mod says specifically. So, go into here, and the mod itself says it reduces the protection of armor by 10% up to a maximum of 60. So, with each bullet, you're gonna knock down the target's armor, you know, significantly until you end up completely, you know, getting to max armor reduction of 60%. So, is it perfect for it? No, but at the same time, you know, it's also great for if you just got soft targets too, because it's able to do the normal damage against them like the hollow point round should. So I can definitely see where it would come in very handy. I can also see where, you know, you might prefer using something else as well. Like for me, I would probably still prefer my AP ammo, just because it's, you know, it's what I like to use. It'll over penetrate the target, and that's basically my point of wanting to use it, is because it goes through one and into the next. So, oh, he fell already. Gonna try to beat him there, but that's alright. Whoops. Can't believe that missed. Anyway, so I do like it, don't get me wrong. I definitely like it, but, you know, I can see having reservations using it. So, you know, it's gonna come down to personal preference. Um, I guess if I had hollow point ammo, I would I would use it because you know it works just fine. It just takes a couple shots to get their armor knocked down, and but other than that, you know, works pretty darn good. So I definitely won't complain about using it. We can use it during Horde Night. Um, like I mentioned before Horde Night, I do plan on having it grade 80 so we can put all the mods in it. But you know, somebody's coming. Uh, but for now, you know, it's gonna be just 30 rounder, and you know, basically the same exact setup. Just the only difference is the ammo capacity. So it's not a huge deal having 30 versus 60 rounds, um, but it's just more of a convenience thing. I guess I'll call it more than anything. But yeah, we will get it up to grade 80. Uh, and go ahead and use it for Horde Night because I would like to see, you know, a little bit more with it. Obviously, like I said, it does considerably more damage against soft targets, and it's going to do considerably less against, you know, the armored targets because you got to hit them to knock down their armor and stuff first. So, again, there's a trade-off. If you know you're not going to be, farming armored targets, I would say it's probably great. Um, More specifically, if you're not going to be running into a lot of soldiers, it will be absolutely fantastic for you. So, you know, and again, it's more of a personal choice thing. If you like the setup, then so be it. That would be it's it's great either way. But you know, it all like I said, it comes down to personal preference. Um, that's about all there is to it. It's personal preference with basically everything in the game. Um, the difference is generally pretty minimal. Um, you know, yeah, there's a little bit more significant difference with this versus, say, uh, you know, using the wrench versus the auger to harvest with. Because if you have, you know, if you have both the skills required uh, for that tool to harvest with, you're gonna get basically the same thing. So the only difference is gonna be uh, the crafting components, which are going to be a little bit oddball. Now you'll notice that we got significantly more with the auger right now, but that's because at the moment we do not have 5 of 5 for salvage operations. So we definitely got more using the auger right now, but that's because my mining skill is completely maxed out, and for me, I tend to do a lot more mining. Here he is. Whoops. There we go. We'll harvest him up. But yeah, I tend to do a lot more mining than I do salvaging. So for me, my mining skill is always going to be higher, no matter what. Until I max out the salvage operations. But for me, I don't ever really need to. I mean, I enjoy harvesting stuff like the crafting components and stuff like that with the auger instead. It's much faster. I mean, you see how quick we can cut through that. It's just so much faster. That's, you know, more or less the reason why I prefer it, and it's convenient. It's one less tool you need to carry around for doing the same job as well. But anyway, enough about that. Um, I think we covered that enough in the guide video as far as them go. So if you guys are interested in more like that, you can go ahead and check out the guide series. I will be making more videos for that here coming relatively soon. Been a bit busy with stuff lately, so I haven't been able to get many of them done right now. But nonetheless, that's it for this place. This place is all looted out. So what we're going to do is we're going to head back to base now, and we're going to work on we have to craft up a few more chem stations, and we need to get a few other things done at our base as well. So we're gonna head back there and do that. We could harvest up our garden for the first time, but that's a lot of stuff. That is a lot of stuff in our garden. I'm pretty impressed with how quick it actually grew. So I'm glad we set it up this way instead of how I normally do, because it's growing pretty darn good. Well, now we still need to find the Carl's corn for super corn. Once we get super corn, we can work on planting a couple rows of super corn and getting enough ready to make our underground farm and our irrigation system. So we do need to locate that yet. That's going to take some time. We're going to be exploring around and seeing what we can do as far as that. So anyway, let's go ahead and just chuck uh, pretty much everything in there, and then we just take out in order what we need here. Again, whoops, you can stay in there just like that. So we need chem stations. Now, what do we need for the chem stations? So for the chem stations, first things first, whoops, we need burning barrels. Now, depending on how many chem stations we want to make will determine how many burning barrels we need. So, burning barrels are pretty cheap. It's just iron and wood, forged iron and wood rather. And I think what we're going to do is I think we will make 4 more, because we got room to make 4 more. So if we have the beakers and everything, we're just going to go ahead and do that up. So I think it's 2 per. I think we're going to need a couple more cooking pots here. So let's go ahead and I think we'll need 5. I believe it's 3 per. And it's very quick. They spit out pretty darn fast, so it's not like it takes forever to make these. That's kind of part of the reason why, if you're not a huge hoarder and you're not worried about hanging on to everything, they're pretty easy just to go ahead and scrap down and not have to worry about. So grab our wood. Another thing we need to work on doing pretty soon here is we need to make our expansion for our extra storage. Our crafting container is completely packed. So go ahead and make 3 of them. Now we'll see what else we're going to need for the chem station here. So 1 burning barrel, 3 cooking pots per, 2 beakers as well. So I was spot on with that. And we're going to need some short iron pipes. So we have plenty of that. As you guys can see, we have pretty much plenty of everything at the moment. Obviously, we're going to go through a lot of this stuff here very soon. Forged iron for making all the irrigation stuff. Electrical parts for making our ammos. Yeah, it's going to go quick. I got 500 glue crafted up on my chem station not that long ago. We have a ton of leather though. Leather is not something we're going to go through too much of. We're going to need a lot more scrap polymer as well, which we can actually take a look at making that here once we go ahead and get our chem stations crafted up. So these go pretty quick. We're just going to go ahead and make 1 on each. And I needed 1 more burning barrel, so I was going to make 4. That's right. Sometimes I'm a little slow. I accept this. Sometimes I'm a little slow. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, we're going to get the... we got to also work on making the mechanics workshop. That way we can go ahead and start modding our vehicles and stuff. Now, once you start modding the vehicles and stuff like that, it is very, very expensive. It's kind of crazy how expensive that stuff actually is. But, I can understand why. I mean, there's good reason for it. It's well worth the money. It really is. But it's kind of crazy expensive. So we will definitely be getting to that here quite shortly. It's probably another thing that's going to come like right after. Whoops, I need that yet. Trying to do this. There we go. But that's something that's probably going to come probably right after Horde Night as well. For sure within... Sorry about that. You guys know how my cats are, so it's only a matter of time before they did that again. But anyway, like I was mentioning, it's probably going to come pretty shortly after Horde Night. I mean, we do have a lot of stuff to get done after Horde Night. We got to go back to that theme park, which is gonna be great. There's a lot of stuff for us to do there yet. Um, got a lot of base building, more farming stuff to work on. Tons and tons of places for us to loot yet. So that's all stuff we got to look forward to. We also need to get ourselves some more first aid bandages made and work on making some more med style stuff. Um, there's just absolutely a ton of stuff we're gonna be doing here very shortly. Um, so yeah, there's so much stuff in this game to do. It's just a blast. I mean, I really can't complain uh, about the stuff in the game because there's uh, always something to do in this game. It's not like it's not a terrible grind or any sort of thing like that, but there's always something you can do. As far as crafting, building, looting, fighting, whatever you want to do, there's always going to be something for you to do on this game, no matter what. Doesn't matter what kind of player you are. If you prefer just looting and shooting, you can play that play style. If you like mining, you know, you can do that. Building, there's so many things you can do on this game. It's just, it's up to you to choose your play style. Now, another thing is, we can go ahead and make ourselves some uh, generic skill notebooks, which we will be doing here pretty soon. Another thing that we will be working on here pretty soon is getting ourselves this level 3 here, which will unlock the tech and bio boosts, and we'll go ahead and start making the shots for them. But that's coming up soon. Our fusion forge is coming up soon, which means we're going to have to go into the wasteland and get ourselves plutonium and uranium and start making their enriched uranium for making uh, the ammo for laser weapons. So it's, you know, lots of stuff is coming up for us very shortly, and it's going to be fun. Now, on to the giveaway. So the giveaway, again, uh, anybody can enter it. There's only a couple things you got to do. It's all you guys have to do is you got to be subscribed to the channel. Now, this is the most important one, other than the comment. You have to be subscribed to the channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you cannot win the game. All you got to do is go click that little subscribe button, and bam, you're all set to go. You'll be ready to win yourself a nice copy of this game or of Hydroneer. There's 2 giveaways going on, so if you guys are interested in either one, make sure you go to the respective videos and get entered in the giveaway because there's a couple copies of the game being given away. So, if you guys are in need, make sure you guys get entered in the giveaway. So again, all you have to do is you have to be subscribed to the channel. That's the most important thing. You have to comment down below, hashtag giveaway, and then just like the video. There's not uh pretty 3 simple easy things, and you got yourself a chance at winning a fantastic copy of the game. So anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Our next video is going to be Horde Night. I'm going to spend the rest of the day just getting everything ready to go and heading on over there, making sure we have plenty of ammo, got our weapons and all sorts of stuff like that. And so the next video is going to be about Horde Night. So that ought to be pretty fun. I will be turning down the timer for the day to 60 minutes just for the Horde Night because I want the Hordes to go quicker. This playthrough is not really focused on the Horde Night. It's going to be more about all the other aspects of the game. So building, crafting, farming, all that sort of good stuff like that, looting. So anyway, guys, that'll do it. Thank you guys so much for being here. Again, I really appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate getting to 500 subs. That's a huge milestone for us, so I very much appreciate that. Keep them coming. I'm enjoying every bit of it. I really appreciate your guys' support. So thank you guys so much, and we will catch you guys for the next episode.